A lot of you are interested in going a little bit deeper into natural medicine, but how do you know how to select a practitioner of natural medicine? I want to go over this with you. First of all, it's very important to understand that many healthcare practitioners who practice natural medicine are highly trained, and we'll go through that, but they're not all one thing. So let's talk about the differences. First of all, let's talk about homeopathy. Homeopaths are practicing a very specific kind of actually energy medicine. It's somewhat like vaccines. They're taking substances, diluting them down to a fraction of what would be occurring naturally and providing that medicine to you. But that is such a tiny amount that it is not able to be measured, and it is considered energy medicine. Typically, homeopaths will study for 3 to 4 years part-time, but it's only about 700 hours of training. So it's important to know. The next one, and I think this is a really important category, is naturopathic medicine, NDs. They actually have to study for at least 3 to 4 years, many thousands of hours, and very rigorous study. They actually go to naturopathic medical school, so they're very highly trained. They do deal more with holistic treatments, integrative treatments, and they focus a lot on botanical herbal medicine and supplements. They also can read your lab work. The next one is something that is near and dear to my heart, and that is Ayurveda. We don't have as much training, and these training programs in the United States are not regulated like they are in India. In India, it's basically like medical school, so 3 to 5 years, 3 to 4, 5,000 hours of training, and they do everything from, physiology to anatomy to surgery and Ayurvedic studies themselves. In this country, it's a little more haphazard, so you want to make sure you really understand what kind of training this person has if they are practicing Ayurveda. Traditional Chinese medicine in the United States is regulated and licensed, and they also have very long training. So for a bachelor's or a master's, it's going to be 3 to 4 years with an additional 2 years or more for a PhD, 4,000 hours or more of training, very rigorous training in herbal medicine, in Chinese physiology and anatomy, and also in acupuncture, the use of needles. Last but certainly not least are chiropractors, extremely popular in this country. They also have fairly extensive training, a good 3 years or more with a clinical internship where they're working directly with patients in a supervised manner. Chiropractors are actually trained in manipulation and anatomy. I know they wind up doing a lot of other things, and they have self-studied that because that's not really part of their actual license training. So the naturopaths, the Ayurvedic doc, the practitioners of Chinese medicine, and the chiropractors all have clinical internships where they are being supervised by master practitioners while they're learning how to take care of patients, much like medical doctors and osteopathic doctors here in the United States, which are essentially equivalent in conventional medicine. So the difference between naturopathy and homeopathy is very important to understand. They're trained differently. Naturopathy has a much broader and deeper training.